When did you have your first like open boyfriend? Like someone who was like open with like
open with,
yeah, like he's like, hey, I'm this is mine right here. Y'all shut up.
Good question. There was this boy named Eric in high school. I remember. I'll never forget. He was a little weird though. He came out in the open, was like, I love her. And I used to love it. He
confessed his love.
I mean, he was tall. He was really, really intimidating looking. So I was like really thinking like, is he just joking around? But dude was in love with me, telling everybody, writing poems. So one day I was a little bit, it was a bit too much for me. Yes, I was a little nervous. It was a bit too much. So I'm like, Eric, can you kind of stop doing that, please?
Like, you're doing too much.
Like, literally in classes when I'm not there, my girl's telling me, Eric DeMay, was writing your name on the chalkboard. I'm like,
he's serious?
Yes, I'm like, dead ass.
She gonna see this.
So there was one day when I asked him, I was like, I'm not really interested. I mean, I was still dealing with my own self.
Yeah.
It was a bit much for me, and I think I loved it and hated it at the same time. It triggered him. I remember my girl Ebony, she said, yo, you gotta watch out for Eric. She said he wrote a poem talking about he gonna kill you, he gonna throw rubber dicks at your house, and all of that shit. I'm like, yo, for real.
Oh, they were hating on that was really what he did? He was
mad at me.
Oh, shit.
By kind of turning him down. And he literally confessed his love to me we're teenagers.
Wow.
And he's confessing his love to a young trans person, young trans girl. Wow. And I kind of wasn't in it like that. I was only like 16, 17 years old. So I'm still trying to develop myself as a woman. I wasn't really thinking about dick, to be honest. But my girl was like, he wrote a poem talking about he gonna throw rubber dicks at your house. He gonna kill you, cut you up. I'm like, I didn't even want to see him no more after that when I heard that because I was scared of him at that point. He was like 6 foot. You know how some of these...
So that never manifested to nothing.
No, he ended up, what happened was that summer, there's this, Belmont, Amber, right? So I used to go on Belmont, 16, 17 years old. I ran into a few trans women that I was friends with, kind of connected with. He ended up meeting one of them and dated one of them and threw it in my face.
Oh, wow. Add salt
He like,
to the wound.
Look, you see this? This could have been you. So I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was a little jealous.
Later on, not then, but later on you were jealous, right?
I got jealous when I seen them together holding hands when we were on Belmont. And I'm like, oh, that used to kind of be me. He wanted that to be me. And then I was like kind of thinking, damn, I should have.
But that means like, you only wanted it because you seen him with her. Yeah. Had you not seen him with her, you wouldn't even care. So that shit was fake.
Now they happily married.
I was jealous.
Now they happily married. He would shit.
I was feeling like I'm that only. But you know how you feel like you're that only girl they should want, and that's kind of like how I felt. And when I seen
the fact that he was actually dating another trans woman, that's what kind of you like. Hold the fuck on, like, oh, so this is what you like, and what you like about this bitch because you like this bitch.
Yep.